Good morning. Frankie, come on, jump. Oh, he's mad because we weren't outside very long. I had a very rough night sleeping last night. So it was difficult for me to get up and out of bed. And, come on, jump. And so when we go, he's been rolling in the dirt. Yeah. My prince is being a boy. Oh, I'm so sorry. He didn't get to be out there long. So he's pouting a little bit. That's okay. I can live with it. I just like it better when he's happy, right? How are y'all doing with the fall change? It looks like a gray, fairly still, kind of a lukewarm, like you almost can't feel the temperature. That's a very interesting temperature to me, where it just feels like butter, I guess, just kind of the leaves are gently falling because there's not much of a wind at all. Just gray, like inside of a ping pong ball. But it smells good out, and oh, my poor sinuses. That's okay. It's better than not being able to breathe. When I was a child, I remember my mother. It's funny, the little things that you remember at some point, that to some people it seems like it would be a little thing, but in my life as a little girl, it was a big thing. My mom used, back then, there weren't a lot of selections on nose sprays like there are today, and she used Sinex all the time. And if she couldn't find her Sinex, there was a problem. You better know where her usual spots were. And, you know, when you ask some kids to do something, they do it calmly, collectively. They'll get around to it. Then they'll do it. Or somebody will say, hey, did you do that? And they're like, oh, yeah, thanks for reminding me. And they'll go do it. There was a sense of urgency when Mom made a request. So, when her Sinex was missing somehow, which it usually wasn't, we knew the word, we knew what the bottle looked like, we knew something was on fire, because she would get to where she just could not breathe. And that Sinex would clear up her sinuses. Well, when I got older, I started being able to afford to buy myself some. As a child, I wasn't given Sinex, but I also was not a complainer. I was a mouth breather at night when I'd go to sleep, and I catch myself. Other people haven't said anything to me. I already have coconut oil on my face. But I've heard people be made fun of because they're a mouth breather. So thank goodness I heard that people were teased for that before I got called on it, so to speak. So I try not to do that. But boy, when I got turned on to that Sinex myself, it cleared up my passages and I could breathe. And then of course we found out it could be addictive to where your sinuses need it to stay open. And that's when I weaned myself off. And then my doctor told me about Afrin nose spray. So I was using that because it was less addictive. Well, then they said anything that habitually opens your sinuses for you, your sinuses don't have to do the work. I don't know. So anyway, I quit using that as well, although that was the holy grail right there. I like Sinex because I like menthol. But boy, when I really got a stronger relationship with God, I was able to start. And you know, you don't have to have God or as your higher power. You don't. In my opinion, you don't have to have God as your higher power. And maybe all of us have a God, regardless of what religion. It's just, it seems like there's a hierarchy. In Christianity, you know, there's God, there's the Holy Spirit, there's Jesus, and there's that trilogy. There's a whole belief system on that with different religions, and I don't know enough to not embarrass myself to continue talking about it. All I'm saying is, if you can experience what I did and simply thank the universe, thank your God. One of the things that I almost always have on my gratitude list is being able to breathe through my nose. I love being able to breathe through my nose. Last night I had a challenging time doing that. I was up and down last night. I've been using my sinus irrigation more steadily once a day, but I don't think I used it last night. So there you go. It doesn't always keep me clear, but it keeps me more clear than it would otherwise and helps prevent the headaches. So, I love this cut, kind of a boat neck cut, but the older I get and the saggier my neck gets, I just don't like pressure on my neck, especially now that I have a choice. You know, it's funny how many choices we have constantly throughout the day. I have a choice to be grateful. I have a choice what shoes to wear. I have a choice what clothes to wear. The choices are amazing. And being able to live in a country where I have so much freedom and so many things to pick from. When I have the freedom to go to the store anytime I want to, because I've chosen a neighborhood, a town that is relatively safe. And I mean, I've made choices to help line these things up. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm so happy that I can go to the store and pick out some Afrin if I want to. And that it's something I can afford. Makeup. So when I do my gratitude list, it's like, thank you for helping me breathe. Oh, thank you for the ability to breathe. Thank you for these hands that I have. Although they are spotting and looking wrinkled, they're spreading makeup on my face. I don't have to wear a hat or a scarf when I go out in public. I can if I want to. It's amazing. I was switching channels yesterday. Switching channels. I was innocent. I was not peeping in on the news. I was switching channels. I got home. The TV was going. So I go for the remote to turn the channel to something I'd enjoy because I heard the news was on. And of course, I hear one of the saddest things that I had heard all day, and I had worked with clients. I was just like, damn. And so I just shut off the sound real fast, took a breath, and said a prayer for that person, its family, and said a prayer for all the people that are going to have some kind of ripple effect. I don't understand people. I don't understand people like that. I don't get the wolf pack. I'm too rebellious and too independent to get the wolf pack. So if there's someone attacking one person or getting into a fight with a smaller group and there's all these people and this wolf pack just goes in on them, I don't understand that mentality. I've never felt a connection with it. I mean, I kind of get it neurologically. I get it scientifically. But spiritually, there's a definite disconnect. Where I'm just, the only thing I can think of is, what's wrong with people? Okay, so I don't know. I think there's a part of me that thinks might have to make an agreement on the house that if you're not watching TV, go ahead and shut it off. Because just that background noise, just that noise that it took to get to the TV was, you know what? My skin has been so dry that I haven't been using much powder at all, but I miss it. I love putting on powder. That's my favorite thing with makeup, is putting on powder. It just makes me feel so feminine. Oh well. See, our hearts are meant to feel joy. They're not meant to have that kind of tragedy in our life. It's not. It's not. Not on this consistent basis. No. No, 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 no. So, I'm going to do something a little... I did this maybe last year or the year before, where I did bring down my cheeks a little more. But see how it'll drop. So this part of my cheek is really rosy all by itself. So look how it really makes it look red. So I have to do a little bit more there to balance it out. I'm just experimenting. And then I'm going to put some powder over it to kind of blend it. You know what? I'm even going to put it on my nose. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's got to go. I don't know how I got that big old blush there. I got messy. Okay, and then I'm going to take this brown. A little bit of brown on there. It's not showing up real well, but it's not supposed to show up real well. Okay, so now you can start seeing it. Okay, so now I'm gonna kind of blend it in. This is a clean new brush. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I think on camera, excuse me, it might look okay. Just for fun, just because I want to keep playing. Okay, so enough about the news. Oh, I promised, basically, that I would tell y'all how I got into being a therapist. Shh, 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 shh. You're not dying. Quit faking it. And I will do that. It wasn't something that I ever really, you know, when I was a little girl, I wanted to be a hairdresser. I wanted to work with hair. That was about it. So I'm going to tell you the story of how I actually got into it. And because I like to tell the story, it'll take a while. You know how I beat around the bush to tell you every single little detail. Oh my God, he's so dramatic. Honey, I'm sorry. We'll go outside again later, I promise. And that's attitude. That's him trying to be boss. Look at that. Oh, you're so dramatic. Just like your mama. Just like your mama. You know, whoever it was that suggested me wearing under eye makeup, I've been feeling really good about doing that. So thank you for encouraging it. I do appreciate it. Because I enjoy it. How did I get makeup on me? I did though. Okay. So, my point is, I will do a live. And that way, if y'all have questions, you can do it. Plus, it doesn't take up a bunch of time on my camera. And it still gets recorded, which is kind of cool. I don't know when. I'm going to try to do it this weekend sometime. Don't you wag your tail at me. I'm sorry. So, and the other thing is, I can blame the TV being on a channel that I don't want it on, especially unattended. I mean, I don't care if somebody's watching, I'll go in the other room. But, you know, if you're going to walk away, go to bed, leave the house, come on, right? So, the thing is, though, I haven't specifically asked for that grace. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to ask for that grace. I'm going to say, excuse me. We try to leave the TV on for the dogs, I guess. I don't know if that's helpful myself. There are some people who say it is, and I have done it. The whole time I've had a dog, I've always left the TV on for them when I've gone to work and left the house. And when I get home, I shut it off because I don't need background noise. I don't like background noise. Just doing a double check to make sure that is done. See, if you look down, if you have swollen eyes like I do. He knows I'm just jibber jabbering instead of getting to work. Oh, my poor baby. So, how are y'all doing? So one of the things that I've learned is to say what I mean what I say, and don't say it mean. So when I go to approach, I know, see, when he does that, that means he's ready to go. He'll do it at a door when it's closed, and he'll do it at me when he's wanting to go outside. Shoot. I know I didn't say a lot interesting today. I just wanted to touch base. I just wanted to say hello. That's all. And you know, like me, there are a lot of you protecting yourself from the... Okay, so if I sit back here like I'm on a video, the lighting in the other room is so much different. I hope all this extra color comes across okay. It was fun to put on. I know that. I want to thank you for your company. That's for sure. Oh. And thank you for the compliments on my hair. I'm going to tell you, I'm 61, and it has taken me decades to get to a point where I enjoy my hair without color, without perms. Seriously, I used to perm my hair. Perm it. I've had curly perms, and I've had perms where I tried to match it. Before I knew anything about straightening perms, I tried to straighten it with Caucasian perms. I've considered Brazilian blowout, but I've never gone ahead and done that because I understand the fumes are really dangerous for our lungs. But when I finally quit fighting it, and a few of you have curly hair too, I wonder if you quit fighting it and scrunched it with some coconut oil or grapeseed oil and let it go into whatever it is that it wants to do. I'm just wondering what that would look like. Oh, that would be so great to do like a Zoom call with all of us talking about our hair woes. Wouldn't that be a hoot? Oh my God. And give each other ideas. Oh, darn, I gotta go. Okay, love you. Bye for now.